Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he is the one who dumped the body of a bear cub in Central Park nearly a decade ago. It was October 2014 when someone found the cub on the edge of Central Park near 69th Street and West Drive, but investigators never figured out how it got there. Tonight, RFK Jr. making the bizarre admission in a conversation with Roseanne Barr posted on X. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is in the newsroom with the latest. Sonia.
Yeah, Tanya, tonight we learned something we possibly never expected to learn about the independent presidential candidate who recently claimed doctors found a dead worm in his brain. And a nearly decade-old New York City mystery may have been solved. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. claims it was he who dumped the carcass of a bear cub in Central Park in 2014.
It was on every television station.
And why wouldn't it be? Dead bears don't just turn up in Central Park.
Of course, one of the questions police are trying to answer tonight is how the bear got here.
Well, tonight, almost 10 years after that October day in 2014, RFK Jr. is offering an answer. The independent candidate posted this video to X explaining that on a falconing trip to Goshen in the Hudson Valley,
A woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it. A young bear.
He goes on to confess to a speechless and incredulous-looking Roseanne Barr that he scooped up the roadkill and put it in his truck, hoping to skin it.
And I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator. And you can do that in New York State. You can get a bear tag for a roadkill bear.
But time got away from him that day. After dinner back in the city with friends went late, he tells Barr he realized the carcass might start to go bad. So, of course, he and his pals looked for the next best thing to do with it in the city, and that was to stage an accident.
I had an old bike in my car that somebody asked me to get rid of it. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park, and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike.
Sure enough, somebody found the bear and bike in the morning and described it to Eyewitness News.
Went and looked closer. We saw something on the back wheel that it could have been a raccoon. I didn't know what it was. Then I thought it was a big dog, that, the head of a dog that was obviously dead.
And you heard Ms. Slacken mention that bicycle. Well, police were dusting that bicycle for prints.
I was worried because my prints were all over that bike.
But neither police nor a state lab would make a connection to Kennedy or to anyone else, and the case went cold. So why come clean about it now? Perhaps one of his friends let the cat or bear out of the bag.
The New Yorker somehow found out about it.
That's right. Much like he claims he scooped that bear, he now claims he wanted to scoop the magazine by posting that recent conversation publicly to acknowledge that he does, in fact, bear responsibility for the incident. His campaign tells ABC News tonight that he's not worried about any legal ramifications. We've reached out to the NYPD to ask if there might be any. We've also reached out to the Parks Department, which is deferring any questions about this to the NYPD. Tanya?
All right, Sonia.